Hey, what's going on, guys? Logdotzip here. There's new horses. They're all around me. Look at these beautiful creatures. Equestrian friends for Minecraft in the latest Minecraft snapshot for 1.13. That's right, 1.13 is right around the corner. And there's going to be some various changes involved with this update. The most visually so far being the horses. They look a lot less complex than they used to. They have been dumbed down. Poor guys. And not only horses, but the donkeys and the mules, they've all seen changes to make them more aligned with how the other mobs look, because beforehand, they were a lot more complex. So we're gonna be covering all those changes, comparing left by right hand side additions of the different horses, alongside some other changes involving commands, command blocks, and etc. that are coming in the latest snapshot. So what y'all can do if you want to stay up to date with all the latest snapshot information on 1.13 and more in the future, you can subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of all the snapshot videos right as they come out. A like rating is always appreciated. And with that, let's start showing these guys off in further detail. Oh yeah, and sorry, there's no webcam for this video. I wanted to get this video out as fast as I could, so you'll have to see my pretty face later. So yes, horses of all different flavors, including the skeletal and zombie ones, have all been changed to look a little less like an actual mod that the horses were originally inspired by, which I want to say is Mo Creatures. That's right, they initially had their start in the Mo Creatures mod ages ago. Now, if you look on screen right now, you can see what the horses actually used to look like in the previous versions of Minecraft, aka how they've looked since they were originally added in-game. They had a lot more detail going on in their legs, their limbs. You could see a lot more protrusions when they had things like saddles on. It was a huge difference in block model appearance compared to the normal Minecraft mobs, which for the most part were just a series of cubes and rectangular prisms and other mathematical related things. You could also see in the old horse model that the mouths actually used to open, and in the new version of the mob model, they do not open at all. Look at this. They're trying to eat grass. You can't eat grass if you're not opening your mouth, you stupid animals. On top of that, in the new version, attempting to right-click them, it just makes them have a bunch of noise pop up. Right. But they don't open their mouths like they used to, again, because they don't have mouths that open anymore. It's just such a different change in how horses are usually supposed to work. At least in our experience messing with them, right? Obviously, there's a new change, and it's going to probably be like this for the rest of Minecraft's eternity, but other than that, oh, shut up with you. They also don't appear to do any sort of neighing or rearing back on their legs like they used to in the old model. So, all in all, very simplified down. Very, I guess, Minecraft in feel, but I thought that the old ones felt like Minecraft, so what do I know? So back in the snapshot, attempting to ride them, it appears to work the same exact way. You just have to trial constantly, making sure that the horse slowly falls in love. And not that horse, I don't like that horse. This horse. He's come on, man, just work with me here. You see, he loves me. Eventually you can get him to love you and you'll get best friends forever. And at that point, you can put a saddle on, and you can see as well that the saddle's been dumbed down compared to the other horses as well. Stop looking at me, horse. I'm trying to show off your saddle. There's a lot less protrusions going on here. It's a lot get out of all these horses! Yes, the saddle looks a lot more simple compared to our normal saddle. Again, you can see here in the Java, well, not the Java edition, in the previous version of Minecraft, you could actually see that the saddle had a lot more going on to it with respect to how it looked, a lot more 3D-ness, a lot more etc. And if we decide to add some armor to it, we can see what further changes have been made there as well. The armor itself doesn't look like there's been many changes to it. It was already kind of just a layer on top of the horses anyways, although it does look like it changes it doesn't sit on top of the texture, right? Where I believe it used to. I'm not actually looking at the old version right now. I think it used to sit on top like an extra layer, like your actual Minecraft character's armor does. Right now, it looks like it just replaces the texture, or at least sits directly on top of it, which I just saw. There's actually some clipping when we move around the horses. If you look, oh, wait, that's a command change we're gonna discuss in a second. Anyways, you can see some clipping right by where my crosshair's hanging out. We'll try what the diamond armor looks like. We'll give one more good look at the gold. Ooh, go for the gold, Silver. that's his name. And here's how the diamond armor looks on the horses as well. Looking funky fresh, man. I like it. Now, in terms of what else you can do with the horse, you can still feed him with sugar and hay bales and cause the little baby ones to grow faster upon doing that. But other than that, my understanding is that there aren't any other differences in how these things work. They still have the different speed and jump and all those abilities, tameness, etc. Let's see how it looks jumping. Ooh! Oh, okay, so he can kind of do a little. Look at him. Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what is it? What did we just? Come on, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy. He's my new friend. Hey, man, don't punch me in the face like that. Yikes. Okay, well, that's obviously a bug. Again, we're in the snapshot, so things like this are bound to happen at some point. This is the happiest looking horse I think I've ever seen. So if you happen to get off your horse while he's in jump mode, it looks like he stays this way. This is so good. So I'm going to try and add a chest to some of these guys and see how that looks as well. Get on, we won't tame. Oh, boy. Much better. So check it out. There's a chest. And put the chest up. Oh, I just had a right click, right? So it looks like the chests kind of have the similar 3D-ness to them that they did before. It's not just a model on top like it was, and the chests still work exactly the same, to my knowledge anyway. So you still have some form of advanced looking Hey, how'd you get one? So yeah, generally speaking, the horses, they just doing their thing, dancing, being buddies, mules and donkeys. They all work the same. Nothing too special. Can I keep, you want some sugar, baby? So that'll conclude our look at donkeys, horses, and mules. And with that, we can go and look at some of these commands. Now, the other big change that's been announced for Minecraft 1.13 is the fact that command syntax is gonna change. So this is for all my command block junkies that want to know what's going on with that. So if you weren't aware, there are currently different ways. Well, first of all, we should probably address what you just saw. The moment you press slash, you'll have options to all these different commands right in front of you, so that you can extremely easily get an idea of some of the different commands you can do. In its current state, commands have been kind of hard for people to jump into. You got to remember all the different commands, this and that and the other. Now when you press slash to open up your commands, you can see various different things you can type in. So why don't we type in slash help, and you can see here it will kind of give you an idea of the different various commands that you can talk about. If you type in something incorrectly, it will not have the proper elements in place. If you type in different things, the colors of the text at the bottom here will change in different ways. Execute, unless, score, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm smart. But you'll notice if you type in a command incorrectly, it will also let you know that you've typed it in right there. See, incorrect argument for command at position 25, score 1, 2, blank, blank, blank here. It will tell you exactly where the mistake took place, aka right behind the 1, 2. You can see that the red does its thing, and we can even tab, if I'm not mistaken, to autocomplete some of these things, but I couldn't tell you for sure. It's a work in progress. What you're seeing on screen right now is the fact that there have been some changes that have not been yet implemented into the snapshot, and Dinnerbone has been saying via Twitter that it will be coming very soon. One of the biggest changes being a really sad one. You can't do game mode 1 anymore in order to change to creative. You can't even do game mode C anymore to change to creative. You actually have to type the whole thing out. You can also autocomplete it, so it just does it like that instead, but you need to be able to know all the actual terms for these things instead of just typing in 0 or creative, etc. Again, it will show you what your options are right above, so you can in fact still know what they are, but now it kind of gets in the way of the text, and it's harder for me to pause and like go do things when I want to record. And it's also case sensitive now, so you couldn't do /game mode survival. Doesn't work that way. And speaking of things that don't work, one day this command, as you just saw before, will not work because it is using item and ID values and damage values instead of the actual stuff. The sword, damage 1, the amount 1. Obviously the amount is going to stay exactly the same, but there's been a change in the way you impact items with their MBT data as well. So eventually this will not work. This will be the way to do it. You see, it doesn't give me nothing, but now it gives me something. And you can see we got our swords right here. That's how it's going to work in the future. One day this will no longer work. Well, in the snapshot, it already doesn't work, but you'll have to instead type this. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, I really don't like it. One day, this one will no longer work. Giving yourself 1 level of experience, you see, and I know that I would switch over to subdue, right. That's not gonna work. Now, if you wanna give yourself 1 single level at a time, you're gonna have to do things just a little bit differently. Experience, add, the player, how many, points, etc. And as you can see, typing it out will actually spell out the amount of levels and points, etc. that you want to in fact add. So now we're giving ourselves a whole gang of levels. How many as you can see? Yeah, over 100 levels. wow, leveling's a lot faster in this new snapshot too. But apparently this is a good thing, because now for the first time ever, you can set experience instead of just slowly adding and removing it. Before you could add, or you could give yourself negative levels, which is the same as subtracting it. So now we can set the exact amount of levels we have access to. So if we go to survival, you can see now we have 10 exact levels. That's good stuff. Now, testing multiple tags used to be really annoying, but according to this new, look at all this, testing a series of tags. You gotta test the tag over here, test the next tag over here, the next tag over here, just to say hello, and don't even work anymore. Now, it's gonna be a lot easier, because you can just separate it by commas right there, and then it'll say hello. Well, I mean, it was supposed to. There's even a new command called modify, and you can use it to modify items. Probably one of the best command chains. This will allow you to change the MBT data of any item you're holding. It's a bit like enchant, but now it's almost limitless. You can modify damage, durability, the names of them, more on the fly, all without needing an MBT editor externally, which is extremely useful for map makers. Now, this is again how it used to look before. Enchant, the player amount, what enchantment you wanted. Now, you can maybe do it in a different way. Again, this is kind of some speculation here. We don't know yet, and it's obviously a snapshot, so it's subject to change, but you can do a lot more by changing items instantly using that instead. And the conclusion, which is this book here. In conclusion, the new commands will make command writing a lot faster, it will make it have a lot more sense involved, and some useful functionality such as the modify item experience set will make commands easier in order for people to better understand them, lags less, and it will move Minecraft Java Edition into a more data-driven environment, which basically means Mojang can add even more blocks than they could before. So hopefully we get to a point in Minecraft's lifetime where we have to stop modifying the way things run every single update, so that you can eventually change versions of Minecraft without it impacting previous versions of Minecraft. And the moment you guys can do that is the moment all these maps that are you really still dancing, man? Come on. The moment that happens, all the old versions of Minecraft up to this point will instantly become compatible with any new changes and updates as well, which is ultimately what everybody wants. You don't have to keep messing with older Minecraft versions to play older Minecraft maps. And of course, for anything else we missed, you have the Minecraft Wiki, which has all the 1.13 information available on it at any and all times, including all the upcoming changes, plans to changes, data packs, structure packs, all sorts of packs, my favorite kind of pack, all the different packs. So anything I missed, check out the wiki page, and again, you can find out more information as we continue to make these videos. It's good stuff. I hope you enjoyed, my friends. Either way, let me know if you did by dropping a like on the video. Of course, thank you so much for subscribing as well, and that's where we're gonna leave things off. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to 1.13. The horses, though, we'll get there. Have a good one. We'll see you later.